Hello everyone, this is Diana Ding here. We're with Helen Zia at the Ethnic Media Symposium in Sacramento. So Helen has been a long-time advocate for human rights, Asian Americans' voice, and also LGBTQ community's rights. So Helen, can you see something for this, why this is important for our Asian Americans and also ethnic medias to get together for this conference today?
It's incredibly important to be having this Ethnic Media Services gathering because for our AAPI communities, we are so diverse, we have many different languages and cultures, and the most direct way to reach our communities is through the trusted community news outlets that we have. And that could be by through the internet, it could be through television, it could be through newspapers, radio. But our communities first hear these things through the most trusted community sources. And the Vincent Chin Institute and my involvement in fighting hate crimes for so long, the first way that people in our AAPI communities heard about the killing of Vincent Chin was through our community and ethnic media. Your mainstream media, we were nothing. They don't see us. They don't care. They don't know. They think we're all, from Mars. And so it's really so important that we can bring together all of our community, trusted, ethnic, in-language, different media sources and news together to talk about, the issues that affect us all. And when we're together, we're much stronger as well.
Vincent Chin's story is really a history, passed away a long time ago. But why this is important for today to get to remember this and to discuss this?
It's so important today because, as we know, even before the pandemic really even hit America, that our communities, everybody Asian, yellow, brown, no matter where from Asia, was coming under attack. And now it's almost 4 years later, and we don't even know how many people have been attacked or killed, and terrible, terrible things. And we know that with the relationship between the U.S. and China, things are not going to be resolved anytime soon. And all of that is bad for Asian Americans. And when Vincent Chin was killed, the reason we put this together, the Vincent Chin Legacy Guide, is to tell the story about 40 years ago when Asian Americans were under attack because Japan was blamed. And now it's China is blamed, but it really doesn't matter. All of our communities then feel the brunt of, whether it's grandma and grandpa being able to go for a walk, or the kids being able to play in a park, or even go to school safely. These are now things that all of our communities are concerned about. And what do we do about that? And so 40 years ago, we started trying to organize around the hate that was happening then, and our communities came together. That was really the first time our different Asian American Pacific Islander communities actually came together to stand up and to stand also with Black communities, Latinx, women, LGBTQ, all different religions. And it was a time of solidarity. And today we really need solidarity to fight this kind of hate because we can't fight it alone. That's why we are talking about this today. We formed the Vincent Chin Institute because we know that the talking about China in the most negative way, one superpower trying to fight another superpower, everybody trying to be on top, that is going to continue, possibly for the rest of this century. I mean, we can't predict, but it's going to continue, unfortunately. And if the U.S. government and the Chinese government can figure out a way to actually, what they say, constructive engagement instead of continually bashing each other. I mean, in the U.S., everybody knows that China is the worst enemy of America, even if they cannot find China on a map. And most Americans probably can't find China on a map, but they know that China is the worst enemy. And as long as they think that, as long as the U.S. government continues to sort of send that message and arrest so many innocent Chinese Americans every day or investigate them, as long as that continues, yes, that will also add to the hate, that is going around, and not just for Chinese Americans. As we all know, many Americans just lump us all together. They don't know the difference. They assume we're all the same. They assume that all Chinese people around the world are exactly the same. And this is part of the problem. And that's why this ethnic media gathering is so important, because we have to show the rest of America our humanity, that we are human beings, that we are different, just like they are. And we all have our individuality, our joys, our sorrows, our hopes and dreams. And for many Americans, they have no idea who we are. And so that is why this gathering and Asian ethnic media, and community media are so important, because this is where our humanity is shown.